water signs, this is Shieldmaiden Tarot. My name is Drew, and I am going to be doing your love forecast. This is a timeless reading, so when you come across it, this is when you're supposed to see it. This is going to be for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If you don't know if any of these fall into your birth chart, there is a link down below in the description for you to go and find your free birth chart. Just as a quick disclaimer, there are so many Cancers, Scorpios, and Pisces on the planet. I'm not going to resonate with every single one of you. If I don't end up resonating with you, that's perfectly all right. I wish you love and light and that you do find someone who you resonate with. And if you do resonate with me, then I am so glad that you're here. If you could do me a favor, please like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. Every little bit helps. I appreciate you guys so much for doing that. Just remember, guys, we are working with energies here, so this can be the energy of past, present, or future. It can be the energy of you, whoever you're dealing with, or someone in your general energy. Please don't get hung up on the gender of the cards. Nothing is gender specific. And there will also be a pinned comment at the bottom of this video with timestamps for whichever sign you are here for. And we are going to start off with Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I'm going to get into some oracle cards just so we can get started. So, let's... Alright, so, any messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, in love, please? Oh, we're gonna take this guy because he jumped out. Oh, discernment. All right, Cancer, off the bat, we're starting with discernment. All is not what it seems. Stay true to your knowing and keep your dreams a secret. Alrighty. So Cancers are going to be smooth criminals. Good to know. Good to know. All right, let's take a look and see what the book says. Look closely at this situation before taking any further action or making a decision. An offer or proposal might seem tempting at first glance, but there is something going on under the surface. There is a hidden reason why it might not be the best choice at this time. Okay, well, isn't that just so positive? All right, so Cancer, some of you, the first thing that came to my mind was you might be dealing with someone who is pretending to be something that they're not, whether that be for a negative reason or I can't even say positive, but it's basically just use your judgment. Make sure that you are kind of paying attention to the red flags, especially with all that red right there in that card. So, for example, if you're dealing with someone who is very, if you're dealing with someone who almost seems too good to be true, I don't want to be the negative Nancy, but most likely if it's too good to be true, then it probably is. I'm sorry, I hate being negative, I hate putting that out there. But I say this because I don't want you guys to get into any nasty situations, and some people can be really nasty. So we're just going to set that aside, and we are going to pull another card for you. Any messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding love? Any messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding love? All right, I'm going to fast forward until a card falls out. Ooh. Oh, okay. So the next card you have up is Partnership. And Partnership says, teamwork will give you a better result. Find trustworthy people to partner with and build up a talented support team. So I'm going to kind of piggyback ride or horseback ride. Seems fitting for the Unicorns. So I'm going to kind of piggyback off of the discernment card. If you're having doubts or slight fears in regards to someone you're dealing with, maybe consult with friends or family or just trusted people who you know, not necessarily people who have the best intentions for you and will tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And it might sound like a bit of a bummer because I know some of you are probably trying to find love. I don't really feel like you guys are trying to find it at a very fast pace. I feel like right now Cancers are kind of just like, well, you know, if love comes, love comes. And if it doesn't come, I can wait a little bit. It's fine. But definitely using your better judgment and letting people help you with their judgment. But again, the choice is entirely up to you. No one can really tell you what to do. And let's face it, the best lessons are learned when you're the one who deals with the pain. Some of you might be coming into partnership with somebody, be that business, friendship, romantic. For the sake of this being a romance forecast, we're going to talk about it being a romantic partnership. I feel like this romantic partnership is going to be one that is very like balanced and stable. As you see on this card, these unicorns are running alongside together, not one in the front and one in the back. They're perfectly aligned. So I feel like you might be dealing with someone who could be a soulmate, someone you were meant to meet, that you vibe very well with. I'm very drawn to the purple in this card, and purple represents imagination and spirituality. So if those of you Cancers who are using the law of attraction, I feel like this is also symbolic of a partner who is coming in very, very soon. That's what I get for this card. So maybe more will come up for me later as we go along. So let's get into some tarot and see what's going on here. So any messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in love, please? Okay. Yes, I like this. All right, Cancer. So you got the Four of Cups reversed. This is a card that speaks of seizing opportunities and sort of healing, moving forward from past issues, heartaches, pains, just overall healing. So definitely feeling like you're healing to the point where Spirit is seeing that you are ready for a new partnership, and that's why they are sending someone in who you feel, or rather they feel like you have learned your lesson. You've started to kind of gain perspective on what you need and what you need to work on, what you need in a relationship, what you need in another person that you're going to be in a relationship with. For those of you who are in partnerships right here, I feel like you guys are going to come more into union, or you are more in union, you're more in sync. You might have used your discernment to kind of figure out what was lacking, what else you needed, how you were going to grow. And as a result, now you are coming into this healing energy. You're moving on from your past pain, and you're kind of seizing the opportunity to find more healing, more chances to gain a better relationship with your person. Oh, I totally forgot to read about partnership from the book. My bad. I just had to speak before I read the book, I guess. All right. This card encourages you to reach out and connect with trustworthy people who can work with you or support you as you build your dreams. Trying to do everything yourself is holding you back, and you could free up so much time and energy by getting help. Some of you are online dating. Well, okay, let's be real. A lot of us are online dating. It's just, it's the way that we meet people nowadays. But, yeah, definitely with this partnership card, having other people help you make decisions, but also making sure that you're really, like, you really trust these people who you're telling your issues to, your issues, your concerns, your thoughts and feelings, and making sure that you know this person is 110% on your side and not trying to kind of like screw you over. Because the unfortunate thing about this life is that there are people who just don't want to see you succeed and don't want to see you happy, and it's because they're not happy and they're not succeeding in their own life. So again, just be very aware. If someone comes to your mind right off the bat, perhaps you need to think about it a little more. Just saying. All right, let's pull another tarot card. What message do you have for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in love, please? Oof. Oh, okay. Okay, so Cancer, you got the Hermit card. You could be dealing with a Virgo. The Hermit is all about focusing on yourself, your inside, kind of coming to conclusions on your own, which kind of defies what I was just saying with the partnership card. I feel like the Hermit has shown up because some of you Cancers might feel like you don't want to be in relationships right now. Maybe you feel like you're still kind of, you haven't altogether healed yet, or you're too busy, you're doing your own thing, you're working on your career, you are focusing on things that doesn't necessarily have to do with love, kind of just maybe even self-love, I feel. Maybe you're using that discernment to be like, you know what, I'm not ready for a relationship right now. I just need to take some time for myself and really kind of focus on what I need to change, what I need to accomplish, what I want to figure out for my life before I get into a relationship, which is very admirable. That is a great thing to do, for yourself. So good for you, Cancers, who are in that mindset. All right, so let's pull some messages from my Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection deck. So, any messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding love? Any messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? Apparently, yes. Oh, okay. Most people are just trying to survive. Just remember, most people are so beguiled by your charm, awed by your confidence, and inspired by your choices, they simply forget to say thank you, please, and I love you like crazy. As often as they feel the urge, let's not be one of those people. So, coming out and saying how you feel, letting others know how you feel, making your own voice heard. Throat chakra comes to mind. Saying what you want to say. Some of you have blocked throat chakras. So maybe look into doing some healing with that. This could have to do with not necessarily you healing, but someone who you know who is healing. Because it could very well be this person as that man there who's kind of drinking his sorrows away and kind of feeling sorry for himself. And then there's you coming to offer your cup of love, which doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It can just mean that you are, being the badass friend that you are. Cancers make amazing friends, in my personal opinion. In my experience with Cancers, y'all make great friends. All right, let's pull another card for you. Any messages for... That was my bad. Any messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding love? Any messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and... Oh. Change is always good. Actually, the only effective way of changing another person is by changing yourself. Works every time, guaranteed. Though I'm kind of partial to the way you are right now. I love this card. That little message at the back is always so cute. So, some of you are dealing with potentially people who aren't really seeing you for you. Some of you might be being used by other people for status, for money, for sex. So definitely make sure that you are watching and making sure and trusting your gut on who is a good fit for you and who is not a good fit for you. Being in partnership. Oh, I just noticed all the purple. Being in a partnership with someone, if you guys are kind of figuring out how you are coming to a better partnership with one another, and you're figuring out how you can make your bond stronger, or just working on your relationship, make sure that you are changing for yourself and that you're not being forced to change, because it's very different when you want to change for your partner and when your partner wants you to change for your partner. Just make sure you kind of figure out the difference between two of the both of them. Some of you Cancers might be a little afraid of not being ready to be in relationships. So some of you are kind of afraid that you're not, in a sense, kind of afraid that you're not healed yet. And I mean, if you don't feel like you're ready, no one's rushing you. You do not have to be in a relationship. You do not have to have anyone. You don't have to be even romantically involved with anybody. You can just be hanging out, doing your own thing. Whereas some of you might really need to come out of this hermit energy and just kind of dip your toe in the water. Some of you might be a little afraid. But again, also, the hermit is also just very content with being on his own. So maybe like not going into such hardcore hermit mode that you cut off all forms of communication. So, letting people know you're alive is what I got from these cards. So now finally we're going to pull some cards from my Wild Offerings Oracle deck, and we're just going to see what kind of messages come up for you. So, I didn't even ask my question yet. You're being too quick. Any messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs regarding love? And these cards always take forever to shuffle, so I'm just going to fast forward. So the first card that popped out was being enough. The innermost heart says you are enough, nowhere to go, nothing to get, nothing to change. No need to grow more deserving. You, yes, you are love. I feel like this kind of connects with partnership. So I'm hearing, remember why you fell in love in the first place and go from there. Which kind of makes sense, actually. If your partnership, if you want to work on your partnership with someone, remember why you fell in love with them. Have them remember why they fell in love with you in the first place. And go from there. And remember that you started off being enough. And if you need change in your relationship, discernment, and some of you might very well need, I'm just going to say it, some of you might very well need not to be in that relationship. If this is kind of resonating with anybody. Most likely, if you're getting uncomfortable or you're kind of just going like, then this message is for you. Some of you might just be in this hermit energy because you don't know if you are going to be enough for someone, which I can tell you right off the bat, totally not the case. For someone, you are enough. For other people who don't think that you're enough, then cool, fuck them. You don't need them. Why do you want someone in your life who isn't going to believe that you're one of the best things that ever walked into their life? That's what I'm saying. And then the last card that I grabbed for you was travel. Let every aspect of this trip unfold in harmony. May divine order arrange and handle every detail. I'll be guided easily and follow the leads as they are shown. I kind of feel like some of you, not all of you Cancers, some of you are pushing against this this pull from the universe to change or do something different. And that could be affecting you in a negative way, because you're kind of just like prolonging what needs to happen, whether it be talking with someone. Yeah, you might need to travel to see someone in order to heal, to reconcile. You might be dealing with a man who has dark hair, or you might be a woman who has dark hair. Some of you just flat out, in order to do some healing, you might need to go somewhere else. Take a vacation, move. Just some sort of travel, going away from where you are. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like, it doesn't necessarily have to be to a whole other country. It can just be to a town over. Just seeing something you have not seen before, doing something you have not done before, just being in a new energy, in a new environment, and experiencing things that you might not have done otherwise. Some of you might be traveling with a partner. So you might be taking a little vacation, which is going to probably help heal you, because let's face it, when we're not at home and we are relaxed and not thinking about work and responsibilities and bills and just all that fun stuff, much more easy to enjoy your travel. But Cancer, that is what I got for you. I really enjoyed reading for you today. Thank you so much for watching. And please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the beginning of May for your general reading. Bye, guys. Hi, Scorpio. I'm here to do your love forecast. So we're just going to start with some oracle cards, and then we're going to get into the rest of the reading with more goodies to come. So let's get started. Any messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding love? All right. So, first card, trust. Leap into the unknown. Have faith and move forward. Believe you will fly. Uh-oh, Scorpio. Do I smell trust issues? Oh, no. That's not a good thing. All right. Sorry, I'm not laughing at your pain. All right, let's take a look-see at what the Booksy has to say. Your soul is calling on you to take a courageous leap of faith and launch into the unknown. You know deep down that you cannot stay where you are, doing the same things in the same way any longer. You know it is time for change. It is time to get out of your comfort zone, to expand and to explore. Yet a part of you is hesitating. Okay. So, why though? Some of you might have just gotten out of a relationship. Some of you might be moving forward into a dating, which is always scary, especially in 2019. Some of you are dating someone and you're kind of feeling a little bit of fear in it, in a sense. You're kind of just like, what am I doing? What if I do this? What? So you, like, almost self-sabotaging in a sense, either because you don't trust yourself or you don't trust other people. And if it is to the point where you don't trust yourself or the other person, really, you probably shouldn't be dating, because there's some internal stuff that you have to work on. But let's pull another card and kind of see if more comes along as we go. Any messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding love? Any messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and... Okie doke. Oh, this is one of my favorite cards. So you got Beloved, or Beloved, which reads, prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationship. Believe you are lovable. Well, that's certainly more than I thought you would get. I knew it wouldn't be just trust and then just like another. I don't know how to explain myself, but basically, I kind of knew something good was going to come after this card. And look at that. So pretty. All right, so let's take a look at what the book says. So, your heart yearns to be reunited with your beloved and enjoy a blissful, sacred relationship together. Or if you are already in a partnership, you may crave a deepening of romance and connection that may have been lost over time or through challenging circumstances. Okay. So some of you are in a relationship right now where you kind of just are learning to trust your partner again. For those of you who kind of don't you might not be trusting that, you know, that love is coming to you. I get the sense of there's a little bit of hopelessness there. And I feel like this card is just confirming that it's like, no, something is on the way. Something's on the way. Just calm down. But in a sense, I don't think it's very... I'm just going to say it like it is. I don't think that this is a very close incoming love. I think that you need to do some more trust on you, especially when there's more when there's trust issues involved, because you can see the unicorn in this card. His wings are down and they're not up, so it's like he's just kind of like standing on this rock, kind of looking down, looking around, seeing, and not really moving, almost like he's too scared to move. And he's not, you know, opening up his wings ready to fly. And you can kind of see how he's looking in one direction, but then there's these other unicorns which are like almost kind of like your higher self, your spirit guides looking down at you, kind of just waiting and watching over you and making your healing process happen as long as you put in the work to help heal yourself as well. So I'm really drawn to the blues in this card. Blue is a color of trust and responsibility. So trusting that the divine is working for you, that spirit has your back, spirit has the best intentions for you, and trusting, trust how it's, spirit is just, spirit has a sense of humor, a really good sense of humor, I feel. But trusting that love will come to you when you are ready. We can't expect great things to come before we are ready. It's all about divine timing, which is not necessarily what we all want to hear, but it's what we have to hear, unfortunately. So let's get some tarot cards here and kind of figure out what else is going on here. Any messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and... Okay, well, I'm going to take it. Scorpio, you got the Chariot. So, sign of Cancer. Real quick, another water sign. Woo woo. The Chariot is a very forward-moving card. It's all about victory and success and overcoming your obstacles. So definitely some of you are starting to learn how to trust. You're overcoming that sense of insecurity and kind of finding your footing, as it were. So instead of just being on that small rock there, you're kind of like, you're finding more places to put your feet and kind of ground yourself. And there is when you can lift up your wings and fly away. I feel like this is also a card of, obviously, when you get over these trust issues, this is going to propel you forward into finding your soulmate or your person. Like I said, this is a sign of Cancer, so you could potentially be connecting with a Cancer in the future. Let's get another card and see what else is up for you. Any messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding love? This guy wanted to come out. Interesting. Okay. Well, Scorpio, you got the Devil card, sign of Scorpio. So I kind of feel like this is you. Yeah, I do get this is your energy. Aside from it being the Scorpio card, I also feel like this is you. The Devil, so this represents addictions, kind of being held by addictions, bondage, mental issues. The first thing that comes to mind is obviously these trust issues, mental trust issues, keeping yourself caged and away from getting hurt because you don't want to face your trust issues. So some of you, I feel, are kind of resisting moving forward, keeping yourself locked down. This is also, these are two major arcana cards, so this is most definitely this is the divine at work. So this is kind of I feel like right now you are in this devil energy, but something is going to propel you forward, and it's going to make this healing process so much quicker. So I kind of want to clarify here. What's going to help Scorpio move forward? What's going to help Scorpio move forward? What's going to help Scorpio You are just full of major arcana cards tonight, aren't you? The Lover's card. So, sign of Gemini. Could be potentially connecting with a Gemini. So, Lover's card, all about unity. This is a soulmate card for me. So, I don't really want to know I don't know if I really want to say that this is the reason that you're pushing forward, or maybe, well, okay, just quickly, if you're pushing yourself forward and you're not necessarily releasing yourself from these burdens, be they trust issues, addictions, then you might be going because you see this lover on the horizon, a Gemini or a Cancer, because they're both here on the table. I mean, possibly you could be dealing with another Scorpio. But in this case, if you're only moving forward on the path towards your soulmate, or someone who you could feel is a soulmate, this could be a karmic relationship, just because the Devil showed up and the Lover's card is here. So in a sense, you know, now that I say it out loud, you guys could come into contact with a karmic soulmate. And if you do not know about karmic soulmates, they are essentially people who are sent into our lives to teach us a lesson and then leave. Which is funny because of the Chariot here, which is like a huge, like, going forward, leaving, skedaddling card. So this could be the karmic soulmate leaving you. That sounds really ominous, I'm sorry. But I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like this is you moving forward and leaving behind this karmic soulmate, learning your lessons, and learning to trust in yourself, learning to trust in your ability to move yourself forward, to take care of yourself, take care of your business, and then you will propel yourself into this soulmate energy. That was an interesting little blurb. So let's get some messages from my Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection deck real quick. So tell me about any messages for Scorpio. Time for a love fest. Actually, everyone is reasonable. They just have their own reasons, and usually it's worth trying to learn what they are to maximize chances of a full-blown 60s style psychedelic love fest, which is always a good thing. I feel like this is a card about your own self-love. And the reason I say that is because of this trust card right here. So I feel like some of you Scorpios really need to start loving on yourself a little more, putting some more time into nurturing your own self-care, your own self-love, building your confidence and your self-esteem. Aside from this devil energy. Yeah, I'm just getting really strong vibes that I feel like after this karmic soulmate, some of you it might not resonate with, but I feel like after this karmic soulmate, have you not experienced them already? You're now in this state where, you know, you're working on your trust issues, but you're also kind of like, this is the chance for me to just love on myself, take care of myself, look out for number one, which is you, and deal with that so that you can get closer to this soulmate that's going to come in for you. Let's get another card real quick. Any messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding love? Any messages for Scorpio? Oh, yeah. Time to make a demonstration. The older the soul, the softer the glance, the quicker the smile, and the sooner to say I love you. They also skip and wink more than normal, hold hands with those they walk beside. So some of you are old souls, which just, if you don't know what that means, or if you kind of know what it means and you just want to like add to your definitions of what an old soul is. An old soul is someone who has had a life here on Earth before. This might be you. This might be someone in your energy, but I'm kind of feeling like this is your soulmate. And like, let me make this very clear. I don't believe that people should fix other people in a romantic sense. I don't believe that people should go into romantic relationships looking for a sole purpose to fix someone, or be the one who's just like, oh, let me fix you. Like, trust me. My twin flame, she's very much like that. She used to only go into relationships with broken men, and she would just seek to fix them, but they would just drain her energy. And that's what happens when you are in a relationship with someone who is just so, like, they're not healed and they're hurting. So, but this is kind of different. I'm getting the sense that this soulmate who's gonna come in for you at some time is going to be someone who you know they're your soulmate because they're so different from anyone you've ever really met before. And they are going to be an old soul. And old souls they're interesting. They're interesting things. They're so quirky. All of the old souls that I've met in my life have been very quirky. And they've just had a certain je ne sais quoi. So, one of the best clues in finding an old soul is someone who just doesn't quite seem to really fit in today's society. That resonates with you. Take it as you may. It's different for every single person, but that's the word that I have to give about that. All right, so let's finish up with a few of my wild offering oracle cards. So, any messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding love? These cards take forever to shuffle, so I'm just going to fast forward through this part. Okay, so I love these cards for you. First one that popped out is companionship. And companionship says, when you fully bless and embrace your aloneness, you're ready for the ones who are meant to be with you. May I welcome this solitude, knowing it will open the way for all healthy relationships. Healthy relationships. So, none of this karmic soulmate nonsense. We don't like those karmic soulmates. No, 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 no. The first thing that popped into my mind is when you encounter, or if you have already encountered your karmic soulmate and you're kind of just healing from that, this card just tells me that it is definitely, you need to spend some time alone. You need to work on these trust issues that you have. Kind of learn to embody the full capacity that is you, being independent, strong, living for yourself, feeling yourself, learning your own self-love and self-care, making your love fest. And when you are healthy on your own and you can move forward with this, when the universe decides that you're moving forward at the right pace, companionship is going to come into your life. This soulmate, this old soul, is going to come into your life. And really quick, I just want to point out, a soulmate doesn't have to be someone that you have to be in love with or have a romantic relationship with. It can just be a friend for you that's going to help you along your journey. So, you know, this old soul might not even be your beloved for some of you. So just keep that in mind. And then the last card that we got for you, Scorpio, was gratitude. So find just one thing that you feel grateful for right now and let that gratitude pour through your body. It's a healing balm, like the warmth of the sun. And that is absolutely something that you should be doing, coming from a place of gratuity for this life that you are living right now. You can always at least find one thing that you're grateful for. There's always something you can be grateful for. And I feel like this card came up because when you are in this time of healing yourself, keeping a gratitude list is going to really help you, and it's going to make your journey to healing even easier for you. Just getting out of your head and, you know, taking time to appreciate what you have and putting out what you want to come into your life while healing, while doing the work. And I feel like that's going to bring you closer to this soulmate connection. So, Scorpio, I really enjoyed your reading. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you for your general reading in the beginning of May. Bye, guys. Hi, Pisces. Welcome to your general love forecast. Let's get started with some oracle cards and see what kind of goodies and surprises come up for you. So, any messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding love? Any messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding love? And cue fast forward. Okay. Pisces, first card for you is Rebirth. So, reinvent yourself, give life to your dreams, create a new reality. I am immediately drawn to the red color, and the red symbolizes energy and passion. So, some of you Pisces right now, I feel, are reinventing yourselves, and you're really like you're very excited to get going on this change, whatever it may be for you. Some of you might just be on a track to healing, whether you were in a relationship that didn't end so well, or you just got out of a relationship, or you're just basically feeling the need, the itch, like myself on my back, to be a different person, to kind of make yourself a better version of yourself. Some of you are extremely, well, I wouldn't say extremely young. Some of you are pretty young, just kind of figuring out where you want to go in life, what you want to be, what you want to do. Whether it be entering into the job force right away, or going to school, or staying at home, traveling, something of that nature. So let's pull another card. Any messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs regarding love? Some of you are getting back together with your exes. Some of you are going back to old relationships. Or it's either you're going back to an old relationship, and I feel like if you are going back to an old relationship, it's a relationship that's been done for a few years, and you guys are now just getting back to each other. Some of you might have children with this person. Yeah. Yeah. Some of you have children. Yeah. Any messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding love? Okay. Cue fast forward. Oh, okay. Next card for you is the Patience card. And Patience says, pause before you take action. Trust that divine timing is at work. Be patient and play whilst you wait. Also, I just realized I didn't read the book for this rebirth card, so let's do that and then we'll read the book for Patience. And the reason that I do this is just so that if something resonates with you. All right, so are you willing to let go of everything you are not in order to become who you really are? The winged unicorn urges you to shed the false identities your ego has trapped you in so you can emerge as the true divine you. Okay, and we're going to read for Patience. Okay. Now is not the time to Now is not the time to charge ahead with this project or opportunity, no matter how excited you are or how good it seems. The divine is at work putting more pieces into place so that your next step can unfold. Okay, so those of you who are getting into new relationships or relationships with an ex, might not be the best idea. Whether that be because there's more healing to be done with an ex, or you need to do more healing. Essentially I was just told, and this only goes for a few of you, I was just told, if you don't have the patience, then Spirit's going to break it up. And that sounds bad. I realize how bad that might sound. But if you're not meant to be in something, Spirit will take it away from you. And sometimes it's for the better, in a sense. Yeah, some of you really need to rethink getting into a situation. If it's a new person, if it's an old person. I just heard some of you are giving up on love, or you feel like you need to give up on love. You feel hopeless. Yeah, I just heard that. But Pisces, just take a look at this card. See how this card is primarily dark, but you see a few stars. The only way that we can see stars is in the dark. So the only way that we can see the light is to be in the darkness. right now you might be feeling hopeless. You might be feeling like, your love life isn't working out. But this is literally a message from Spirit that they're watching out for you and they've got something in the works. So, again, be patient and play. So don't go out looking for a relationship. Go out looking for fun, looking for friends. Just do what makes you happy. Raise your vibrations, heal yourself, treat yourself, and that's going to bring in way more for you than just focusing and dwelling on the negativity. All right, let's pull some tarot and see if I can get some more messages for your situation. Excuse me, pardon me. So sorry, I'm disgusting. Any messages for Pisces? I'm told to take this one. Huh, okay. So, Pisces, you got the Six of Pentacles. Could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. This could also be you at work, but because this is a love reading, we're just going to stick to the love portion of this card. So Six of Pentacles, all about generosity and charity and being very giving and caring and loving, which is so typical of a water sign in my personal opinion. For this card, I feel like you give and give and give and give so much to other people, but I don't necessarily feel like you give much to yourself. This is only for a small portion of you, I feel. What I'm also feeling is that someone in your energy or someone around you is very appreciative of all the help that you are giving them, and that they're very I keep hearing appreciative. They're very appreciative of the help that you are giving them, or someone is very attracted to how giving you are and want to pursue something. This could mean being giving to an ex, so giving a second chance, giving some help, which could also be a reason why the Patience card showed up, because I don't want to be that tarot reader, but some of you might be getting back into a relationship with an ex strictly because they want something from you. And that's nasty energy. I don't want that for you. So just be very aware of that for yourself. Okay. So, you got the Chariot right here, Major Arcana. Also Cancer energy. Could be dealing with a Cancer. The Chariot is a card of moving forward, overcoming obstacles. This could be you overcoming any obstacles with an ex. This could signify you waiting and having patience so that a soulmate can come in, or divine timing can be completely, totally the reason why someone comes into your life. Again, it could be a Cancer, it could be an earth sign. I'm also kind of seeing fire signs, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, maybe. I kind of get the feeling. I feel like this is you, Pisces, moving forward into a better state of mind, a better kind of just being patient, reflecting and thinking, and kind of having it pay off for you in the end is what I'm getting. So what I want to do is I want to get some oracle cards from my Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection deck, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So any messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding love? Yeehaw! When it comes to choosing who will be in your life, I recommend valuing their yeehaw quality above all others. Have it your way. Special orders don't upset us. This deck is very funny. I enjoy this deck so much. It's whimsical. Yeah. Patience. So choosing whether or not an ex comes back into your life. Having general discernment about who you let into your energy, who you're going to bring with you on this journey of overcoming obstacles, who you're going to be generous to, who you're going to offer to. This card is so funny. I love it. Let's get another message for you. Any messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs regarding love? Any messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding love? Okay, fast forward. Woo! That just fell. Okay. Huh, interesting. Okay. There's a deeper reason for each of your questions. Seek it. Guidance, attention, help, maybe. Love, always. Criticism, never. The question was what to give others, if anything at all. Oh my gosh. Giving? So accurate. So some of you might not just be giving money, because I know Pentacles for me as a reader really represents like material wealth, like money and like your own abundance. But that can also be an advice. So, you know, I'm kind of seeing that there's a lot of help with other people in their own lives, kind of giving advice, giving your opinions. But true to water signs, y'all are like the nicest signs ever. In my personal opinion, I think water signs are like the sweetest, especially Pisces. But I feel like you're definitely one of those signs that are just kind of like, you try to not necessarily avoid the truth, but you tend to just sugarcoat a little bit. So I feel like some of you are just giving loving encouragement, loving advice, loving anything to those who matter to you, those who really, really have proven themselves to be the best influences on your life. Yeah. Yeah. But also not avoiding yourself. Not avoiding yourself. So really paying attention to yourself instead of taking care of everyone else's needs. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of, you know, not paying attention to everyone else but yourself. Paying attention to yourself and then everybody else. It's not, and I'm not saying that to make you sound selfish, because being selfish is not a bad thing. In moderation. Everything in moderation is good. But speaking right now when it comes to, especially when you're rebirthing yourself and finding a new version of yourself, having patience with yourself and having your own self-healing, being generous to yourself so that you can move forward and overcome your obstacles. Not a bad thing. Focus on yourself. Not a bad thing. All right, so let's finish up by getting some extra messages from my Wild Offerings Oracle deck. Any messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding love? And fast forward. Oh, okay. Well, two birds with one stone. Two cards right off the bat. First card I got for you was gratitude. So find just one thing that you feel grateful for right now and let that gratitude pour through your body. It's a healing balm like the warmth of the sun. So being generous to yourself and coming from a place of gratitude. So gratuity for all you have in your life, gratuity for being able to help others, and also gratuity for helping yourself. Everyone can be grateful for at least one thing. I personally keep myself a gratitude journal, and I write down all the things that I'm grateful for, and I also add in what I want to manifest. You don't have to. It's just, it's a useful thing to do, especially if you want to just look back and kind of see, what you are grateful for. And when we come from a place of gratitude, our vibration rises, and it makes our vibes higher, and that attracts better people. And when we attract better people and we have the patience to wait for a really, really good person, that means that someone can enter our lives. And the second card that I got for you was spaciousness. What do I no longer need? Help me, God, to release whatever people, places, or things that drain my vital essence. Show me what will fill me with enthusiasm and joy. So some of you Pisces might be using some of your abundance to fill yourself and your life with material possessions, especially with all of these pentacles right there, all the coins and stuff. Some of you might need to work on your savings a little bit. Not all of you, this is just some of you. So instead of filling your home or your space with just material things and possibly dealing with negative emotions by buying things, purchasing things, putting more things in our space, instead just kind of feeling like charity work in a sense. So some of you might need to donate to more charities, do more volunteer work, which can also help you pass time with this patience card here. And I feel like that's going to really, that's going to help you both rebirth yourself, find something new about yourself, help other people. And because when we help other people, it also helps to heal ourselves. It just makes us feel better. But just getting rid of people who no longer serve you, especially with the Chariot here. So moving forward, overcoming your obstacles. Obstacles can be people who drain you, people who do not help you align with your higher self, don't necessarily make it easy to live easily. The best way for me to say it. Just basically, if someone's giving you a tough time and it just seems like every single day it's something new that they have to complain about, or they just don't have anything good to say, or they just drain you, like after you see them, you're just kind of like, then that's probably a good sign that they don't need to be in your life. But Pisces, I actually really like this read because it definitely, while it doesn't show anyone coming towards you like soon, as in like tomorrow or next week or next month, it definitely shows that when you take your time and you just work on yourself, someone really, really, really great is going to come in. And I feel like that's going to be a great experience for you in your life. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you after the Taurus reading. You're the second one on my list. And I will see you then. Bye, guys.